Okay, so we're going to start a template. So the machine itself comes in templates, so it comes in like Illustrator and Photoshop and a few other little templates as well. So this is the Photoshop template. So we're cutting 85 by 55 business cards. So we've got our business card that we've designed, which is 85 by 55, but we actually want to produce a card that's slightly wider to allow for the bleed lines on it. So we've added 1.5 to allow for kind of cutting around the edges, 1.5 around each edge. So this card is 88 and by 58, and what you'll see is when we put this into our template, you can see this grey area here is our bleed lines, and then the actual trim line itself is the black lines here. So we'll bring across our card, and then we'll zoom in slightly, and then you can see we're just going to bang it into the corner, and then once we've done that, we're going to bring all our other cards into it basically. So I'm just going to cheat and bring them through. You can just copy and paste from the top one if you like. Okay, and that should be like that. Check that one. Yep. Perfect. Okay, once we've got all our business cards in, then what we're going to do is we're just going to take away the margins, and we're taking the bleeds off, and we've taken the outside part off, so we're just left with this one here. Okay, and we can just Control P, and then we can make sure don't scale to print media, otherwise you'll lose all the sizes that you produced off the template. You just want to scale it 100%, make sure it's on A4 paper, and then press print. And then what I'll do is I'll go through the next product with the machine, cutting it with the machine. Okay, so we printed off our cards. So first of all, just check to make sure that it's within the kind of parameters. So we've got 0.5, so we know how it's going to cut, because it's 0.5, so we know we're going to cut in our trim lines. And it'll go into our bleed lines in there. So just make sure we can see that it's lined up as well, so they're the same. So when you print two sides, don't duplex it. Do it two separate prints. So print all your first side off and let it come off the printer, then take your stack of all this side, then flip it over and print here. If you duplex it, sometimes it offsets it. So the best way is to print it all one side, and then put this back into the printer, and then print this side first. Alright, so what we've got in here, grab our machine. What I found is if you do a little kind of little pinch the edge, put it in half, pinch it, and it will leave a little mark. Okay, this will be our center mark. So on the machine itself, you've got a little red arrow. So pop your paper in. These are your guides. These open up. It's kind of centralize it, and so you're aiming for the center of that little mark that we've made on that first one to set it up to be on that center line. And these adjust as well, so you can slide out and move them across. Same on this side. This side you've got kind of a little wheel to give it kind of like a little micro kind of adjustments. Once you're happy with that and it's all center, you can switch on the machine, and then you can feed the card into the machine. So we've got 2 lines of cards and our waist and our trim lines. And then once we've done that, we'll just grab the next card, put it this side, it goes into the top. Pop it on the top. And then we just push down and release. Don't hold it, just push it until it starts to take it, and then release. And you can see our cards. And you can see because we've got no white edges on the cut because we've added the bleed. Okay, I'll just show you on the top. So just slide it in, let it rest, and just push.